What to do?
So yeah. Holy shit.
Fuck is that?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we have here. Okay, my bookmarks. Let's go full screen. Wait. There we go. Here we go. Type shit. Let's go, G. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So New York just opened 2 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago now. I'm just gonna check NQ and ES as usual and do the analysis. Every time I come to the charts, I delete everything on there. Looks like I don't have much on my chart though today. I might not need to delete. I don't like having a lot of lines. Yeah, I might not need to actually. Let me look. Previous weekly low is here. Previous weekly high still didn't get hit. I can leave that. It got hit. Is that the previous weekly high? Oh, okay. So on ES it already hit. Let me make sure. Yep. ES is already flying past. Daily, previous daily high is already hit. Yesterday's high, same over here. Now we're currently in a daily fair value gap to a bearish daily fair value gap now. We hit it. But did we hit it on NQ? Is the question. I believe that was yes. No, we did not yet hit it. Here. We're about to. I think when we hit there, when we do hit there, that's when we flip bearish. So let me put my bold bear daily. We are, to be honest, we're bullish until we hit that point. So I'm going to keep it on bullish. I'll make this bigger for you guys. We're bullish until we hit that line. 4 hour. We officially closed above this 4 hour fair value gap here. Down there. We closed above this. That's gone. That's out the question. And we dipped into this 4 hour fair value gap. If you see it right here. Right. We dipped into here. We're bullish until we hit at least this high. 4 hour neutral. If we hit this. Or is there a fair value gap to the left? No. It'd be up here. 4 hour bear. 4 hour bear. So right now we are bullish. Well, That's the liquidity. Okay, 1 hour. 1 hour. We were bearish here, and we closed above literally over here. And is there a 1 hour fair value gap here? No, no. This is closed above. No. And then here, yes. Right now, 1 hour seems to be neutral to me. Let me see. When we did close above it here, we came down bullish. Boom, tap back in, bearish, closed above neutral. That's how I see it. 15 minutes. Ooh. Ooh, look at the lack of fair value gaps here. Just run down that. This is looking neutral, but let's look to the left. Any fair value gaps here? Yes, we have one right here. Did we close above this level? Yes or no? We're potentially about to close above it. So we took the highs out after coming out of what? This fair value gap right here. You can see it, right? When we tapped into this right here, we were bullish. We came down, tapped into it, bullish. We start going up, going up, going up. Take out this high, probably neutral from that point, neutral from this point for sure. And now we're trying to see, are we, what is it? What was the question? Oh yeah, now we're in a bearish fair value gap, to be honest. So I guess, yeah, to be honest, it's bearish until we close above this level that I have highlighted. Here, 15M bearish unless closed above, right? This I'm gonna have to check. 5 minute. Like here, there was bearish, so we closed above it, neutral, came over here. And do we have a 5 minute to our left side as well? We're looking for. Oops. Look at this. We do actually. I'm gonna extend this, right? Go to 5 minute FEG and extend it to the right. Extend right, boom, boom, boom. There you go. There's the 5 minute FEG, bearish. Right, so we have 1, 2 bears, 2 bulls, and 1 neutral. Neutral bias right now. On top of that, we can mark actual key levels as well. So we have this low right here. It seems to be London low based off the time. It's in my time zone, not New York, so it might be complicated if you're just looking at it from my time zone. But this is London lows. Right. Asia is over here. I think Asia already got swept. It's 2 in the morning. Oh, it's a little bit lower. Hold on. Asia low right here. I don't think it got swept then. Asia low. All right. And then we have the highs already taken. That's for sure. London high, maybe not. No, London high did. London highs right here got taken. We have London low, Asia low. Also going to mark that on ES. And just verify that we actually took London high as well. We did take London high already. London lows down here. I'm just going to copy this, paste it, boom, drag it over here, magnet tool. Done. Asia low, a little bit higher up. Copy, paste. Oops, drag this. Hello? Somewhere over here. Right there. Now reset to chart view. We have our Asia low, our London low. Oh, so London swept Asia low. Okay. There's a little SMT there on the downside. That's bullish SMT. Because ES swept, or ES is London, swept Asia, and Asia, okay, NQ did not. Interesting. We're now 40. Gonna update my 5 minute real quick because 5 minute candle closed. 5 minute tapped into here, came back down. It did not close above, so 5 minute is still bearish right now. 15 minute did not close. 15 minute will close in 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to check that after. Also, macro time is gonna come up soon. We're gonna end the macro Macro close. My liquid drum and bass. Please. Type shit. Okay. 1 hour as well. We're bullish here and neutral over here. Yeah. I have to wait till the price gets up here. Daily fair value gap, which we already hit on NQ or ES. We can look at also regular trading hours gap here. Yes. Ooh, look at that gap. Look at the gap. So I'm just gonna look from the where we have open, closed here, and then we opened here. And that same gap on ES is right here. Closed here, opened here. Them back, push them back. Boom. We have our charts charted up. I'm pretty sure. I probably could. I don't really need much more price points. We have these relatively equal lows here to be taken out. I see people shorting this right here. I see people shorting this right here. All right, stop loss over here. Short right here. Oh, it's nasty. Oh, it's nasty. All right, right here. Outside liquidity. 1.5. 1.7. If you caught this entry right here, that's maybe solid. That's maybe a solid move there. We have a neutral bias though once again, so I'm not taking anything. I'm waiting. We wait for the trades to develop. By the way, I need something more chill. I thought that was gonna be more. I thought that was gonna be more liquid drum and bass, like more. Well, liquid. That makes sense. But it wasn't. Give me a sec. I got my shit right here. Electric feel. Boom. Beam. There we go. So yeah, macro's opening in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Oh, by the way, I did not check. Forex Factory. Boom. News is past us. News was 1 hour ago. So 1 hour before market open, which is good to know and good to look at the data lows, see what happened. Was that really today? What? I don't really see any crazy spikes. Oh, L news, guys. L news. Unless I'm missing something. It's L news. One minute bearish. Boom, bearish bias. No, we don't use 1 minute chart. That would make sense right here. 1 minute would be bearish until this low is taken. No, 1 minute would be bearish here, and then it would be bullish here, and then actually neutralized it, and then okay. 1 minute's too crazy. A little bit how Forex Factory works. Yeah. Basically on Forex Factory, when you first pull up to the site, you're gonna have something like this. Let me put all. Boom, you have tons of folders. So super maybe overwhelming in the beginning. So what you would do is just filter out all the red folders. 1 sec though, hold on. 15 minute did not close above. 1 sec, because now we're macro opening. 50 minute is still bearish. Five minute is bearish right now. All right, we're probably gonna have to wait for the 1 hour and the 4 hour to close. That's what I'm assuming is gonna happen here, because yeah, we're not getting anything so far. And this was never closed above the 4 hour. 4 hour bear. Wait a minute. No, recent bull. Okay. right here. Change this to 4 hours. There we go. We're chilling. What I was saying was here in Forex Factory, you have like just the next news that's coming out, like economical news, money news, right? Inflation, all those words that I never studied. What I would do is just go to this filter button in the top right corner of the screen where you can filter out different colors of news. Red is high impact, that is expected, and that's generally what you don't want to trade. And then orange, yellow, and gray is like lesser impact, right? Medium to whatever this is, light impact, low impact to like almost no impact, or not even an economic, I guess. It's just like a bank holiday, as it shows there. So actually, gray could be interesting though. Now that I think of it, because you would want to see when there's a bank holiday, such as Thursday, Thanksgiving. Actually, I actually just realized that right now. Wow. Yes, leave the gray folder on. Leave the gray folders on. Red folder, and I believe actually Trump speaks in the orange folders, doesn't he? They should put Trump in the red folders, but regardless, what I would do is just leave the red folder and now leave the gray folder as well. You can also tick off any currency that doesn't apply to you. I couldn't care less what happens to the New Zealand dollar, the Australian dollar. So when you're up here, you can just like tick off I would take off all the currencies and then restart, like put USD. And if you're interested in, if you trade like Euro, USD, or Forexes, you would want to put in whatever you're interested in, right? I personally live in Switzerland, so I put on Swiss franc as well, because, and that's basically it. Yeah, and you can customize your stuff here, but I have red folder, the gray folder, and then USD in my own currency, and then it filters it out, so I don't need to look at all that noise. And then all I do is check to see if there's news that's going to happen during my trading session. When you go to the website, it will use your time zone. So this was 1 hour before New York opened, and it graded out already. If it's future news, you'll see it's going to be black like this, and it's going to have a little green dot. That's the next news. That's going to be on Monday. So I have nothing to worry about today. Yeah. And I don't want to be in a trade during that time. A lot of time when you have a news event that will come out, the second that candle happens, like the minute the news comes out, you'll have a crazy candle depending on what the news is, right? Apparently today nobody cared about the unemployment claims because that did not even nothing happened. Nothing happened. But that's where you could be in a trade and you could get a crazy move, and then it could instantly take you out, instantly go to your profit, etc. It's extremely volatile. Generally, you want to trade maybe after news. Like, let the news come out, let the market go a little bit crazy, and trade like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes after. We're in the macro time right now. We're in a 15-minute bearish gap right now. 5-minute also closed here, but we don't have anything special. Oh, this is a 5-minute gap. Sorry, we're in the bearish in the okay, yeah. We're in a 5-minute bearish. 4 hour is bullish. We tap into here, 4 hours bearish, and then if we tap into this one, we have the 1 hour and the daily bearish. This zone right here is to be paid attention to. So far, we're still neutral though, so no trade. I don't have any buy side targets on ES here. That's a problem. We want 4 hour or something. Just gonna mark this 4 hour high. I'm gonna mark another 4 hour high like this one as well. These are not crazy highs. Boom, 4 hour, boom, 4 hour. And I'm gonna look at those same highs on NASDAQ real quick. They're over here. NASDAQ has a way to go. Oh, I do have it marked on NASDAQ. Wow. Yeah, they got some ways to go. So ES basically already crossed through all of this, right? It did. ES is already up here. That is a pretty big SMT. I wonder if Nasdaq actually catches up. For Nasdaq to match ES's pricing, it would have to like, you know, do this and a little bit more. As you can see, previous weekly high, that's right here. And ES is already above it. And ES would have to kind of hold this price range while Nasdaq pumps up if it wants to catch up. If I don't play that game, I couldn't care less. I'm just watching the differences. Did I just delete? Hold on. There it is. Put it back. I deleted something. Ooh, we tapped into that. What is that? 4-hour bearish. Boom, right there. 4-hour bearish. That's a bearish bias, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Did the 5-minute close above there? 5-minute did not close above there, and then 4-hour bullish would be down here again. Better than others. Top Step just, it fits the style that I trade, where to the point where I don't really have to think about how I don't have to think about the rules, meaning that like my trading style already fits into the rules. So like, for example, some traders, they want to maybe hold their trade overnight from like Monday to Tuesday, or hold over the weekend. You can't do that with Top Step. Guess what? I don't do that anyway. So that's what I mean. It's like I don't have to pay attention to that. I don't, you know. And then all the other rules basically at Top Step as well is that I don't really have to pay attention to. I think the only one, which across all prop firms, right, is the max loss limit. So don't blow your account. And even then, it's like I have it. $2,000 as a loss limit. I shouldn't lose more than 600 in a day. So in a sense, I don't have to pay much mind to that neither. But all the other rules, like I think you can trade nudes on Top Step. I don't trade nudes anyway. So yeah, etc. Now, whenever people ask me about like what prop firms do they choose, I always say that whatever your trading style is, or whatever, however you trade, find a prop firm that where you can kind of ignore the rules to that point where it's just like, yeah, they have these rules, but the way that I trade, it respects them anyway, so I don't need to pay attention to it. And then from that point, you look which one has the best price. You know what I mean? For me, price comes a little bit after. End of day drawdown as well, stuff like that. So yeah, Top Step basically it has everything that I want. In terms of the rules and good prices. Good prices. And they just got cheaper too. So yeah. This is cooking here.
Never be good enough, I want you, babe. Just let me try once more and trust me. Let me get close.
This is actually cooking. Liquidity sweep on the top here. It's not the 1 minute mark. My chart bugging out here. Can't see my cursor. The fuck is that? What is that?
We're fucking fucking idol worshiping.
Yo, question mark. Is there something on top step right there? Or am I trolling?
And then guy was like, "Y'all are not my people. Get the fuck out."
Is it still moving too fast?
Wait, no.
Yeah, it's still too
Question
fast.
mark for top step. Anybody see that in like 2 minutes? That little thing on the screen, or is that just my screen?
Man, back to break even.
What is that?
I'm waiting until it goes down to that 180 level, then I'm gonna tap in.
Tap,
But my
tap
fucking
them
Ninja
bombs.
Trader doesn't want to load. It's fucking every time I
Oh,
hit.
okay, hold up. I muted Discord. I was actually muted in Discord asking the question, but hold on. Did I just do something? What the fuck is that? Lock vertical cursor. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're good. Did I put the trade on? No, I'm waiting right now. It's looking really good actually right now. Your screen? Yeah. I think we're good. There was something that looked it was like fucking blocked for me. I was tripping. Let me see. So this high, we take out liquidity here, right? We swept it, left the gap here, came back down, didn't tap into that gap. That's great. Break over here on the market structure. Very nice. That's what we want to see. This right here. Potentially this low taken out as well. We would like to see displacement below. We want to see fair value gap being created again. All right, we have this fair value gap up here. This zone. That's great. We want to see that happen again now. I want to displace through this structure here, further confirming the shift that we are going downwards, if possible. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see it. I'm looking at this candle right here, this black candle that I put the low out, right? This low. This is going to be my order block. And if we can actually inverse this, meaning if we can close below this, this will become a breaker block, right? So this is the order block. Want to see us close below it, create a fair value gap below it. Let's see what happens here. Okay, that's the close below. That is officially a breaker block. Right? We over here on ES did the same thing. There is some space now. The 15-minute bull now. I don't know if that changes things, because it's setting up for a nice bearish setup, but 15-minute tapping into this fair value gap right here would make the 15-minute bullish. Nasdaq went crazy. What the fuck? It's drawing to what I believe is the 50% of the new daily opening gap. It's these yellow lines that I have here. 50% is pretty highly probable. Gonna have a 1 hour. Watch out for this candle right here. Boom, 1 hour close, 4 hour close. 4 hour would be now bullish. 1 hour would be now bullish. 15-minute is there. Did not close below, bullish. We have a wait. Did I say 1 hour bullish? Yes, I did. Okay, we have four bulls right now in the house, and 5 is bullish. We have a full sweep. We have a unicorn to the downside, so maybe people take sells here. I don't think I'm gonna take it, regardless. I mean, I'm not gonna take it. Sorry, there's not. I don't think. I'm not gonna take it, but it does look nice. This right here looks super nice. It's the classic unicorn model, right? We came up, took this liquidity, this money. If I put my steps on the screen, you'll see every step is ticked here. Checklist. Hello? I think it's literally loading or something. What the laggy? I already know it though, so I'll just explain it. Step 1 is liquidity sweep up here. Then you come down, then you want to see a fair value gap like displacement, which you have it here, right? You have this displacement, which is a fair value gap. You also have it on ES. You have it on both, right? Right there. Then also, after that, we want to see a market structure shift, which is down here. This white line that I have marked on ES and NQ. And as that shifted, we also closed below, which made this order block right here turn into a breaker block, BB. Turn into a breaker block. And at the same time that we shifted, we created this fair value gap. So now we have a gap paired with a breaker block, which is it's amazing. What you want. We have this gap right here as well. Like that, I like this one. Even though it's a small gap, I like it. And for some reason, it's not loading. User API disconnected. Oh, attempting to reconnect. Yeah. Okay, whatever that is, dude. Needs to reload my stuff. I think I'm just gonna reload it myself. Better. This looks bearish, but my bias is bullish, so I'm not doing anything. Hello? This is not good. RSI low as well. I mean, I'm just using my bullish bearish bias off of the fair value gaps, and that says bullish. Everything else I don't pay attention to, really. Right? I think the Nasdaq is likely to draw still towards that what's it called? Previous weekly high, just as ES did, just having trouble. Alright, I'm bugging out here. Lucky I have 2 tabs open. I'm not gonna close this one. Jeez, man. What's with that? Lucky I have 2 tabs open, I guess, huh? Jeez. It's so bad. That is horrible. So yeah, 4-hour bullish look, it didn't even update here. There is the entry for the sells, by the way, right here. For anybody selling. 30 point stop loss. Enter right here. For like a 60 point take profit. That's what a sell would look like here. I'm not gonna take this though. Plus we have the equal lows down here. London lows, Asia lows. That's, you know, that's probable. I could hit that. But I'm not gonna take this. Just because everything here says bullish. So it's a conflict of interest. Even though this looks really good, I'm not gonna lie. 2-minute bearish, 4-hour bearish, then we flipped over here, took back to bull. So we were bearish up here, but then we flipped back to bull. Does that not mean that I turn after? I think I know somebody taking this shit right here. I think I do. Not me. Oh my. If I put a trade on even, will it work now or no? I'll try and refresh on my other. Hold on. What? Logged out. Let me see. I can't even sign in on the other one. What? Crazy. User API reconnected. Oh. It's back. I think that's just Top Step kind of bugging here. Nothing new. Nothing going on right now, by the way. Still waiting. I can delete this. Hey, it deleted my other... Hold on. Let me go back to here. Remember this? The gap? We were at the 50% of this gap, so close was here, open was here, boom. Let's go back here. Like here we hit the 50. We actually displaced, right? We have this fair value gap right here that was created. So we did displace from the 50. Maybe, and then we created the swing high right here, 1 minute. Came back down, and now potentially displacing over this swing high as well. Pretty nice. This would be a, what is it? Order block bullshit. Order block, and then if we displace above breaker block. Wait, let me turn back to extended. All right, liquidity was taken somewhat. These lows were taken. These lows on ES were taken. We did not displace though on ES, right? So we don't have that right here. What's up, Shiver? Oh, I can't even see, bro. This is looking actually pretty solid here. Not gonna lie. That right there, that fair value gap with this breaker block, which I can't even choose yet because it's just bugging out, looks pretty good. It looks pretty convincing here. I could almost get a 30-point trade here. Almost. See like the entry? If we pull back somewhat, that'd be nice. And get a 30-point entry with a 60-point stop loss. Something like this. If you take this as market structure shift right here. Right? Here we came down, took some liquidity, came back up. Came down, boom, shifted above with this fair value gap, created a, what's it called? This order block right here turns into breaker. I can't even fucking, bro. There, breaker block. It looks bullish in it, yeah. I'm right there. I wonder if I can go for this. I think I might do it. An MNQ. Get a 30-point. Buy 4. I want to buy like, I don't want it to be too big. Tap of the breaker here. It tapped it too. Oh no. Oh no, top step. Oh no. Is it just me? Network error. Uh-oh. I can't tell if it's just me or if it's other people as well. Can't log in. I got burnt. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah, it's not just me. Oh, no. XFA blown? Oh, no. Not me, not me. I'm reading a chat. I'm reading a chat in the top steps. Oh, no. Look at this. They're going crazy. Oh no, guys. And I clicked the fucking order, bro. I tried to place an order. No. No. Keep the video. Yes. The thing is, if I place the order and I automatically had brackets where like it should put the 300 risk and 600 take profit. So if it actually went through, maybe the stop loss and take profit would go through as well. But if it didn't, then just don't, you know what I mean? Just don't fucking do anything at that point. Are you kidding me though? What a joke. Network timeout. And now you have everybody trying to log in at the same time as well. I don't know how many traders, right? They'll fix it, yeah. Bad word usage has been banned or warned. Nah, that was the setup though. I'm pretty sure that was the setup, guys. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to say something wrong, but that looked pretty juiced. Well, network error is crazy. I'm up 1K. I am 1K up today at master. At master? What do you mean by that? Bye account. Damn. What the fuck? Account log in. Every week without fail. Well done, Top Step. Oh no. It's got violated by Top. I knew this day would come. Juiced? Okay. This is wild, actually. Get flat to exit? True. Master account? Okay. That's nice. Holy rug pull. That's wild, actually. Free evals. Damn. I'm up $700. Get me out, please. I don't think last time something like this, like, I remember they did do resets when there was the AWS thing, but then there was recently something else, but they didn't do anything if I'm not mistaken. This is shit, man. Well, there you go. Time to change from Top Step, huh? Ridiculous. How much buffer should I make? 4.5 3k. What, wait, what's your original drawdown? Say 3k buffer, then take out 1k. Get to 3k, take out 1k, build that shit back up for like 4.5. Yeah, the original's 2k. Yeah, get to 3. And are you trading multiple accounts at the same time? That's what I do. So I'll get my accounts, however many I have at the moment, which is right now is 2. But like best case scenario, you start off with like 5. You buy 5, ask 5. My bad. Get to 3k, take off 1k from each account. That's 5 bands. Take off even 500 from each account, right? And then that's 2.5. And with that 2.5, you know, pocket half of it, or sorry, a quarter of it savings / taxes, a quarter of it in your pocket, and then the other half reinvest and get more accounts. If your max accounts on a certain prop firm like Top Step, you go to another one like MFF and you get 5 more. And then you copy trade all of them together and you repeat the process. And that way you don't even have to risk more. I don't know how much you risk, but you can keep the same risk use. Have more accounts. Am I for now? I have to get that payout first? Yeah. You can flip your way through all the payouts, yeah. I mean, that's basically the safest way to where you don't like touch your own money, is like you initially pay with your own money, yes. But then from there, if you can get with the single account, can get you a payout, and that payout you can flip to multiple accounts. And then with multiple accounts, you flip to even more, you feel me? At the same time, you can pay yourself along the way. And then, yes, should you blow the account, you would have to actually pay from your pocket, but yeah. Man, this is... I'm gonna crash out, bro. That vibes, Christian. Crash out, bro. Let's see what people do in the Do More's Discord.
Took a long. I took a long, and you guys crashed the API servers.
Top stuff isn't working. Gang, wrap it up. I'm gonna crash out, man.
Were you trading when the API servers crashed?
Oh,
NQ.
shit, crash
Top
out.
Step. Mystic calling to Top Step.
Thanks for
Oh,
that.
it says
Let's
they're online.
confirm. Were
It
you
says the
trading
site's
NQ, the NASDAQ futures contract?
Hey Dugu,
Yeah.
hey Dugu. Did you check new rule of the Top Step? Now your
We
drawdown
found a
is
way
the
to help
credit
resolve
card.
platform issues after an API server crash while trading the NQ. We'll go
Is
through
it-
platform troubleshooting steps and gather key
Yes.
details together.
Okay, Mystic,
First,
bro.
Can you share
Wow,
the exact
shut up.
message or behavior you
Um,
experienced when the funds went missing?
Yo, Dugu.
Bitch, it's
Yeah.
not
Your drawdown
my
is your
fucking
credit card. It's your
problem.
credit
I
card. Check your
paid you
credit card.
guys, motherfucker. It's your issue. Why do I
Bro,
have to
he's
go through the
crashing out at
fucking
an
shit
AI
and
bot,
trouble?
bro.
Dumb bitch.
Yo,
What'd you say? Do more about the...
Reminds me of like a.
I'll hand you
Mystic
to the
reminds
next
me
step
of
of the
a
white
process.
Andrew
This
Tate.
won't
Their
take
new
long.
rule, basically, if you're in the trade and they're crashed out, your new drawdown is your credit card. So right now you're in drawdown
Oh.
in your credit card. It's already minus 5,000. Check it.
Okay, dude.
Yeah.
Ah.
Right now.
Oh,
It's tanking
Yeah.
your credit score.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Bro.
Mystic already crying, bro. Everything is good.
I don't have the chart. Somebody pull up the chart, bro.
The chart is going sideways right now
'Cause
because
I-
Top Step is down, obviously.
Yeah, but oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they're the one that controls the market. So you have a sideways chart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top Step
yeah,
controls
yeah.
the market, obviously.
I have delayed data on TradingView. Let me see the live chart, man. I want to see if my trade played out. I was about to get in one. That shit was setting up.
It's not. Well, I promise you, it's not going up or down right now.
Hey, only 60. I only needed 60
There you go, there
points.
you go.
I only
got
needed
it,
60
I got it,
points.
I got live.
Hold up. Go
Drop
now.
like crazy, bro.
NQ 1 minute. Zoom in. Where's that shit at?
He's pulling it up. He has to.
Okay, hold up. All right.
Algo dicks.
I see that. I
Don't
see
let
that.
Syndrome.
Hold up. We
I
came
already
up
hit
over
my
there,
take
came
profit.
down, displaced over, entry was there. Oh shit. It's oh shit. Okay, never mind. I didn't take a trade. We're good.
Algo dick.
No,
and
we're good.
balls.
What do you think, Dugu? What do you think, Dugu? I already hit my take profit. I looked out my account. What do you think?
I
It
think
will
you
be
should
okay,
jerk off
or
now.
my account is fucking cooked. That's the reason.
You hit the take profit and everything? You're good. You're good.
Yes, I hit.
You're good.
Okay, you're a good boy. You're a good boy.
I mean, Top
I
Step could
was
decide to take
mid-trade.
away the profit and be like, you know what, you kind of cheated there.
Yeah, like it will be fucking crazy, man. If
you
and I
get cheated. How dare
and
you?
you know
beat
what?
us?
I hit my take profit and I locked my account, and they will be like, okay, your account is locked. Like if they after this tell me something, bro, I will fucking sue them. Can I sue them for my $500?
I think you can sue them, but you could probably charge back on your bank.
Bro, low key, I don't even fuck with sorry, Apex anymore. I might just charge back all of my shit with them.
Do
Fuck
you?
Apex.
You
All my
fucking
homies
dial
hate
up.
Apex.
What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Take me to court?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
The fees are too expensive. It would cost them more to fucking take me to court than it would for to pay it back.
True.
I don't know. Just do it and find out. Let us know.
Man.
A word.
There we go. Now you have live data on my shit.
Yay! Live data on the algo cock.
What?
Yeah.
The
Yeah. Yeah, so if Top Step rebalanced the account, then it'd be W, but regardless, I don't think my trade went through. So it didn't look like it hit stop loss there. But oh shit. Yo, who broke their computer, bro? Who broke their laptop?
Bro,
And the Top
Me
Step,
too,
they're
bro.
crashing out.
He should, bro. He should literally put their paper like top step. Hashtag top step. Bro, that's crazy.
Hey, they're
That's
crashing
my
out, bro. They're
goodness, that's
crashing out.
hilarious.
Where's some of my gifts? Let's see. Let's see.
6-7. 6-7.
8, 9, 10.
I just bid right on the highway. 6-7. I'm too bullish. Man, I wish I could go. I wish I wasn't banned from the Top Step Discord. I could put some racist ass stickers in there.
Hey, yo, what?
And get banned twice.
Yeah.
This is great.
Oh, do more. I got a new sticker.
Which together.
This is actually great. See all this madness. Your favorites are full of twerks. You should see this. This is when I was getting normal era, but most of these gifts here were from the NFT era, and like NFT era had chats just like this Discord, because you know when people like rug pull and shit, and the developers would like leave with all the money, and it was just crazy, and everybody would just spam random ass shit, and so or you're making money, so you're spamming dancing emojis and twerking shit. Do I get banned for this? It's fine, right? This twerking stuff is fine. No, Top Step is trolling right now. Regardless, we have until I'm gonna put this one. I know which one. This is disgusting. I don't know how much Top Step tolerates. I think the one over here. Where was it? Oh, not that girl. This one. Wait, did it just get deleted instantly? Hello? What? Wait, I have there's 6 hours? Slow mode isn't able. Oh my goodness, bro. I quit trading. Yeah, wait, okay, dude. Looks like an AWS outage again? You think so? I don't think so. 'Cause AWS would be global, right? What is it? Amazon, whatever the fuck. It would be like plenty of other things that have nothing to do with trading as well that would be out. Backup servers? I have no idea, bro. It's kind of crazy though. Not gonna lie. Well, I mean, I have 10-minute delay on TradingView, but I can still check now because my first macro time would be up right now. Do MT5 to become, yeah, at least right now I'm too thin. I have all my eggs in the top step basket. I need to spread out, which I'm in the process of doing that. So, you know what I mean? This is 10-minute delayed, guys. This market that we see here. So this is the trade that I was looking at. Hold on. We had the sweep, came down, boom, displaced up, got this like fair value gap, I guess, right here. And then I was looking to enter down here, but I tried to press the enter button around this price. And then it never like did anything. So hopefully it still didn't, because I think a 30-point stop loss. Yeah, look at that. Any entry around here is like cooked with a 30-point. Let me see. I would have had to enter right here and still somehow miraculously been in that trade. And I think it actually is going to flip, because you can see as we're going to the downside here, we only had one fair value gap. But other than that, we're not really creating any fair value gaps. We're failing to do so. So I think we could actually still flip and at least take out this high again. Maybe. But this would look like the entry here, because we have that with this breaker block. Boom. A breaker block, fair value gap, sweep over here of all this, right? All this liquidity. That's the sweep right here. Came up, boom, down, created that high, boom, broke above the high, boom. Who knows? But now the macro is over. Right? We could have got that entry. The macro is officially over now. So, and we're 10 minutes in the future. So this shit is already played out. We don't even know where this is at right now. It probably already hit stop loss or some shit. I don't know. So, whoa. Hold on. Reset the Twitch. Give me a sec. Yo, give me a sec. All right, I think we're good. Jeez, bro. What the fuck was that? Are we good now? I have to get out that lobby. Okay. I'm just straight up cooked, bro. What is that? I can't. Who is that? James? Okay, dude. I can't go anywhere with these people, man. Degenerates. Jesus. What the fuck, man?
How many hits do you have?
6 or 7.
And the
7.
Sorry.
Wait.
Did someone say 6 or 7?
6, 7.
6, 7. 6, 7.
No one said 6, 7.
6, 7.
7.
6, 7.
6, 7.
7.
6, 7.
7.
Dugu is going crazy. When
I
you
wonder-
pull your account 6 or 7 times.
I wonder how many resets they're gonna give us. 6, 7.
7.
That's how much I got last time. Like it was literally like 6 or 7 resets.
6,
No,
7.
bitch, it's not possible. What do you mean?
Yeah, when there was that last thing, the outage, and then they gave us like that onward 40 discount code. I got like, and Mystic got like 20 resets and like 10 funded accounts on Top Step.
Reset?
I don't know. Mystic was like drowning in like fucking. He had like over the cap or some shit.
He was drowning in so much Michael Patek bussy. He had nothing. He didn't know what to do with it. That Badussi was drowning in Michael juice.
Okay, so what is Top Step use? The Top Step X, right?
Project X, yeah, Top Step X.
Yeah, shit, Step X.
Project
Using
X.
Baby X. Baby X.
Data down.
Oh, he's calling the police.
I'm calling the police.
Bro,
I got
I'm
dropped by
calling the
Top Step.
cops. Come on.
I got dropped by Top Step, please. Can you remind me?
Crashing out, man.
Oh.
Is it gonna be bullish or bearish next 15 minutes? Bro, it's hard. I mean, wait, you should have the chart, right? The full actual time. I got delayed data. I think, wait, hold on. NQ futures live data. Bro, I just look at some other fucking some other chart, right? Putting chart NQ. Advanced chart. Yahoo Finance. You're a 1 minute graph? My eyes, bro. What is this shit? Interval 1 minute. Oh yeah, I'm on a 1 minute graph here. What the hell is this, bro? Who does this? Where's my candles? Mountain candle. Delayed quote? No, it's delayed as well. Jesus. It's delayed by what, 10 minutes? As of 10:22. Yeah, it's delayed as well. What is that, bro? Your eye looked deeper in the chart than mine. This is Yahoo, bro. Fuck that. They have delayed shit too. I'm not paying for fucking data on TradingView. Ever since I used Top Step, I stopped paying on TradingView. Yeah, this trade is looking... Bro, what the fuck? I was gonna take it, man. I'm pretty sure, yeah, like I said, I would have entered up here. I would have already been cooked here. I don't think it went through though. Actually saved instead. These people are crashing out, losing their accounts. I potentially got saved. I wonder if you can look. I can just look at NASDAQ. Like, look, cash. Like, this is not futures, so I can actually see. And you know, futures basically follow this, right? This is present time. Futures basically, this is just different price levels, but futures should do the same thing, right? It's NASDAQ. Look at the charts. You see what I mean? Oh my God, Dugu, how did you do that? How did you do that? That means this is the low right here. No way. No way it would actually top. Wait, no. Technically, no. No, hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me cook. If the entry is here at the entry of the fair value gap, you would want a 30-point stop loss. However, if the 30 points is this close to the low, you might as well put your stop loss at this low and give it a little bit of breathing room. So like, you know, 34 point, something like this, right? Something like that. 33.3. And it hits it anyway. Okay, GG. We're cooked. We're cooked. Oh, wait. What was it? Looking on NASDAQ cash? Yeah, it just flies. Oh, that's the low. It comes down. It actually sweeps this low and then goes up. That's what happened here. There it is. There it is. What's the best time zone for macro? New York. 100%. New York. The ones that are happening now. So you had this macro that was here. 4:15. Or 4:15. New York time. This is 9:45 a.m. Right here, 9:45 to 10:15. And now we're going to have coming up, we're going to have 10:45 right here. We're going to have 10:45 to 11:15 right here. This is the next macro time. And we don't trade in this time here. We hold our trades in here. We enter in the first one, right? So here's like entry. Right here, you're just watching your trade play out. If it hasn't finished yet, you're not entering in anything. You You could close, obviously, or TP, but whatever. And then here you can look for entries again. And generally, you want your trade to be over by the time the next macro rolls around. And this is playing pretty nicely. It's just that I don't think you would have got that actual. You wouldn't have got a 30-point stop. You would have to really put your stop loss here, which is 45 points. In that case, you could have lowered your entry, but then you would have got like front ran like this. We could have done something like this for our entry, which doesn't make too much sense since the breaker block we were using is up here. Fair value gap is up here. And then here you double 2x, which 2x at this point would have got hit. This would have been a safe trade. I don't think I would have played it this way at all. I'm pretty sure I would have just kept like this and got stopped out here. And then crashed out. Generationally crashed out. You just see this shit go to take profit. Yeah. This is nice though, but we see here, by the way, it's setting up really nicely for a potential entry in this next macro. Is that we did the same thing if you look at it, right? We have the, I'm gonna delete this, by the way. We don't need to look at this macro anymore. We have the liquidity sweep on the bottom, right? We already swept, by the way. This already swept liquidity. Then we swept some more, right, down here. After that sweep, we have fair value gap. So we already displaced away, showing the interest in higher prices. As we displaced, we kind of shifted market structure right here, right? So we have this fair value gap. Then you have what? This thing that eventually got engulfed. So it's an order block, and then it became a breaker block. So then you boom, breaker for value gap, unicorn right there. But from there, we want to wait a little bit more confirmation, and then you have this right here. This high gets officially taken out. We create a fair value gap while taking it out right there that we just tapped into. And then where is it? It's this white candle right here. That would be the breaker. So it's basically overlapped as well. Pretty nice. Pretty good stuff. Or even this breaker right here. Right? This one. Wait a minute. It's the up candle. Gets engulfed. Order block. Comes back. Gets engulfed. Breaker. Like that. And then you can like enter something. Obviously we can't enter this because it's not in macro. But like this is the same model. Just outside of macro. So it's lower probability. Then look for a 1 to 2. And then we want to check. We can see this high on our left over here. We want to make sure we TP before this high. Oh, it's at the high. So that's great. All right. That's great. Potentially move this a little bit, couple points below. And at that point, you could like move your entry a couple points to match and make sure you get a 2 to 1. And this one actually just gets filled. Would I take this? No, because we're not in the macro time. But this is what we look for. So we'll see what will get presented in this next macro, and if we can trade it. My account's not blown. And I didn't get it in the trade, guys. Nobody speaks about that trade. Nobody speaks about it. Or you put trade in my ass, bro. What, this trade? Or that's not a trade, right? I'm just looking at it. Just looking at it. It's not a trade. Just looking at this. We don't trade this. Yeah. My MNQ on, yeah, right? What you think, bro? What you think? Nah, that's crazy. I wonder if it would have worked though. Like I said, wherever I tried to enter would have not have worked. But if I would have got this entry, I know I would have been greedy with that stop loss, man. I would have put this. I know it. I got stopped. When, I mean, it's valid still. It's just not right, because it's below the fair value gap, which the fair value gap could help the trade go in your direction, and my stop loss is below that, right? But this is just the safest stop loss to do. But it's so big at that point, so I would have to lower my entry to make it smaller. I don't think I could wait for this entry. Yeah. I could potentially have got filled here. And then went for a 1 to 2 from there. And the 1 to 2 would be hitting right now. I don't think no. I wouldn't have. I know myself. That was an L. All right, then. We're going to have to actually reassess now because we're heading into the next macro. So we're just going to act like nothing happened here. Let me check. Okay, there's quite a lot of still like random ass lines on my... They're not random, but... I still know what's going on here in terms of the lines on my chart, so bear with me. Buy side liquidity over here in the 15-minute. That was New York high, which is this high up here that we're heading towards. I'm going to put buy side liquidity. Boom. We came down looking at NASDAQ in 1 minute. Let's get the 1 hour. 4 hour again, just confirming we are still bullish, right? 4 hour on the bullish. Oh yeah, this never updated. Daily is bullish. We did not hit the daily fair value up yet. Then the 1 hour, we tapped into here, making it bullish until we hit that buy side. Question mark? Yes. It seems to be back. Yes, it seems to be back. 1 hour is bullish. Unless there's a 1 hour gap over here. There is not. And that is not. That's up there. Okay, okay. 1 hour is bullish. And then 15-minute, I believe. We tapped into this gap. That's bullish. And then, okay. Well, then we have this 15-minute to the left that I drew, which is bearish. Okay. And 5-minute as well. 5-minute, literally bullish in front of our eyes. Touching this 5-minute fair value gap right here. Bullish. So we have almost everything bullish. That's pretty strong. Going into this next macro here. So we would still want to see a sweep of sell side. We would like to see another sweep of sell side to go higher. Right. That's the thing. When you're bullish or bearish, you want to see the opposite side get taken first. There is a lack of fair value gaps here. This could still actually like dump too. What about that trade? It never went through. I clicked as like the thing was fully crashing. Just never went through. What trade? I don't take losing trades. 100% win rate over here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, dude. I wonder if it was valid though. It seems valid. Liquidity sweep came up, came down, came up. Market structure shift. We had the gap here. I want to say it was valid. It looks valid. Tips and tricks. Trade top step. Can't go wrong with this strategy, dude. 15 minutes about to close right now. And boom, new 15-minute candle. Nothing crazy here. There's no fair value gap created from this 15-minute as well as we're also instantly closing the potential for any new gap to be created. 5-minute, we're still digging into this 5-minute fair value gap right now, which is a bullish one. 5 minutes still bullish. You could count that as a liquidity sweep right there. Just because we're context right here, by the way, is when we swept liquidity here. Came back up, came down, it swept again liquidity. Came back up. And now this is just like fractal. It's getting just smaller and smaller of like liquidity sweeps, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm complete talking complete nonsense, but I'm not gonna be that 15-second Andy, but look at the 15-second chart. Come up, come down, generate this. Look at that. What is that? Liquidity sweep. See what I mean? How like you can see it clear. That's what I'm looking at on the 1 minute when I see something like this. And you see like these previous candles before, and then you see like a sharp move down. You know what I mean? I'm visualizing this. But that's now we're playing a different game. We're going deep. But if you do have the previous context, it could make sense. But I could justify this as a liquidity sweep should we then start to displace up here, like with fair value gaps on the 1 minute. But if I were to use like a 15-second and start using like 15-second fair value gaps, then you're going a little bit crazy. I would like watch this. Yeah. Not good. 15-minute bearish, everything else bullish still. I would love to see this point right here, maybe, at least. Forms down flag. I don't trade patterns. I don't really. Right now it looks a fucking. What's it called? Neutral. Obviously, I'm just using. By the way, I'm sticking to this. Whatever you see here, if you see more bulls than bears here, I'm bullish. If you see more bears than bulls, I'm bearish. Or at least that's what I'm looking for. I'll be looking for buys versus sells, etc. Regardless of what's happening in front of me on the chart. And then what I think might be different though, it's just that this is what I use to couple with my strategy, right? The South African pattern. We're allowed to trade, by the way. We are in the macro time right now. We can trade. It is 45. This is the 10:45 to 11:15 macro. I'll place the end of it right here. Macro close right there. We created one fair value gap over here, which this is a 15-minute. This green stuff that I have marked here is a 15-minute fair value gap, mind you. So it kind of makes sense for this little instant 1 minute fair value gap, but we're not creating any more so far. I think we could still reverse and go up. How do you track London, New York sessions, all that? Just look at the time at which they trade at. Look when they start, look when they end, and then you look at the highest candle during that time frame, and then you look at the lowest candle during that time frame. So you're gonna have to look up whatever time it is your time. I don't even know what they are New York time. I know what they are my time. I know Asia session in my time zone is 2 a.m., right? So all I have to do is go to the chart, look at 2 a.m. So I scroll back, boom. Here's 2 a.m. right around here. If I zoom in, this is the 2 a.m. candle. It's this white one right here. Where is Asia low then? Asia low would be whatever low is after this candle until about 6 a.m. That's Asia for me, 2 to 6. So it's not the 2 a.m. candle itself because this one already is lower, right? This one already is lower. So from this point right here, we already have what could be potentially Asia low. If from 2 a.m. till 6 a.m. there's another low, then this will be Asia low. Right? That's all you have to do. Just look at the time. So I look to the right, boom, boom, boom. 6 a.m. comes around. There is no new low. It actually went higher. That was Asia low. I mark Asia low. All right? This is the lowest point that price has been to during the Asia session. Does that make sense? And vice versa. If 6 a.m. is the end of Asia, my time, once again, my time, 6 a.m. is right. Let me mark it. I have to do it. Just put like 2 vertical lines. Make them fucking big as fuck or something like this. All right. See this line? Put it to wherever Asia ends. And then look to the left of that vertical line. Right? And watch. Let me copy this one. This is 2 a.m. This is Asia session. There's indicators for that too. And you can like make the indicator match the time zone. Right? Like this whole area at Asia session. And simple as this. Just look at it. Where's the highest point? Right there. That's Asia high. Boom. Just put a line on that shit. That's Asia high. Mark it out. Type it in. Do whatever you want to do. Asia high. Where's the lowest point? Down here. All right. Oh, this is 2 a.m. is over here. Boom. Lowest point right there. Asia low. It's that simple. And then you find the London time zone. You do the same thing. It's really that simple. New York time zone, same thing. All right. It's just time. And then it's up to you, like I said, to figure out what time it is in your time area that Asia opens. 2 a.m. my time should be, is it 6 hours is behind? 0. Wait, 1 0 and 11 10 9 8. I think it's 8 p.m. New York time. I believe it's 8 p.m. New York time. Yeah. 8 p.m. to midnight, New York, if I'm not mistaken. What do we have here, guys? Is this cooking or no? We come down, do this little liquidity thing that I was talking about. All right, this little whatever the fuck maneuver. Create a fair value gap right here. This is a good example to pay attention to, by the way. This is a failed shift. Hold on. Today, none. Today, none so far. A failed shift. If you see right here, we created a fair value gap. On ES, we have no fair value gap. This same minute right here is 48. That's this candle right here. Do you see a gap here? I don't. That is bad news. All right, at least that would make this fair value gap right here not valid, at least for me and anybody trading my type of model. Always volatile? Goes down or up? Oh no, depends. A lot of times you can look what the price did in those sessions, and then you can kind of use that to predict what would happen in the next session. If you look at Asia, I think it trended. So that's when it goes in like one direction, right? From 2 a.m., which is this point right here. 2 a.m., what did price do from this line right here? You can see it kind of trends upwards, and then we consolidated, right? So it's a little mix. If you look on the 1 minute, you can see it more clear. We trended up, came down a little bit, and then still really trended up. So they had like somewhat uptrend. Then we enter like pre-London and London. London comes up, takes whatever liquidity it can, Asia highs, all that stuff, and then comes down. So London reversed Asia, reversal, right? London reversed it, and then it looks like it attempted to go for the highs again, failed, and then kept going down. And then from there, we have kind of pre-New York. So London is still working here too. London is still doing its magic here. Then we enter pre-New York area, and New York just comes up, instantly sweeps out all London highs, comes down, fails to take London lows, right? And now we're trying to figure out what's the direction here. We took the highs already. We're failing to take the lows. That could be good in terms of like for bullish. We failed. Cannot take the lows. We're just too bullish. And we're going to go even higher to take potentially the previous weekly high, which is up here. I marked it. That's what I think for the buy side target, at least. ES already took the previous weekly high, mind you. But a lot of times, like if London and Asia like just consolidate, you might have like a nice move in New York just because the other sessions didn't really move at all. And then so there's going to be a lot of liquidity money at the highs and lows of those sessions because it just stayed in this little range. Like if this is the consolidation, it just stays in here. Imagine how many stop losses are above it and how many stop losses are below. How much money is above them? You know what I mean? That's a lot of money. But then when New York comes, take the money, take the money. You feel me? At least that's how that's my logic. That's what I use to like reason. Is it correct? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, Shiver. No trades. I would have taken one apparently. It's making me rethink my stop loss placement though there. Would have got cooked. Keep that shit below the low. This would have been fine. It got cooked, man. Run through this whole thing. The thing that scares me here is that there's no fair value gaps here except for that one that we invalidated as well. And somehow we create a fair value gap here on ES at the end. We don't do it on NQ. Interesting. I feel like this could just like rip through all of this. So right now I'm just waiting still. I am bullish. So really, we could still see another sell side sweep, which would be good for what we want to see if we're bullish. Potential act like displacement. See what we got here. Right now I'm looking at this candle, this up close candle right here. That then, you know, price came down, made this an order block, right? We came down, we didn't really sweep anything, like any lows down here. So if we do end up closing above this order block right here, end up closing above it in the next 10 seconds, this won't be a breaker block, but it will be a mitigation block. Which is valid. It's a little bit lower probability, but it works. Checklist. Peak of liquidity, MSS on both. Here's the MSS on both. Then FVG on both NQ and ES. FVG right here potentially, right? Right here we would have a fair value gap if this next minute does not close this potential for the gap, right? We would have it. We have to wait though. You can't just assume it's going to happen. Right now this candle could come down, make a wick here, and then there's no gap here. Same thing on ES. You have to watch both of these currencies here, right? Moving this. Here we go. NQ. There's the gap right there. So basically on gap fill, you could probably enter. Look. Looks like it's gonna just fucking run though at this point. Could have a nice stop loss here too. 20 points, not even. Yay. We're cooked, aren't we, chat? I want to say this is valid here. Unless you consider this as a failed shift here. This fair value gap does not really count. We did shift at this point though. We have it. I'm having trouble qualifying this trade as something valid or not. We have clear buy side target here though too. I don't think I get filled though anyway. Shit's already gone. Lol. Yes, sir. Lol is right. Lol is fucking right, dude. Disgusting. Huh? Buy side liquidity up here, about to get hit. This is the New York high so far. The New York, when we opened up New York, we came up here, we failed, we went back down. So this would be the New York high, and assuming this is where New York was trying to go, it failed. I don't think we would just come up here and then sweep back down, because we already tried to come up here in the first place. So if we do break this, then it's like, okay, we broke it. We can continue and go for the targets that we were originally intending on, which is a daily high over here and a 1 hour high over here, leading into a 1 hour fair value gap. I have it all annotated here on the left. If we look, don't need to. So these are two target areas. Over here, we have a 4 hour high. And then we also have the previous weekly high up there. We do have buy side targets to hit. This trade is absolutely cooked. I mean, basically an entry would be still valid here if we don't hit this high right here. If we don't hit this high here, we could still enter if it gets down here. I'm in queue here. Jesus, this is getting out of hand. Getting out of fucking hand. Where was the entry? Over here. The 30 point, 25 point stop loss. It shouldn't go below this low here. And we're not getting it. That lower probability. The mitigation block itself means it's a little bit lower probability, but it's still in the model here. The model in itself is high probability, right? It still remains high probability model. It's just that the mitigation block over the BB, the breaker block, is just less. Doesn't mean you don't take it. Doesn't mean you risk less. Doesn't mean, you know what I mean? It's just the stats on it. That buy side liquidity has now been swept. That trade is over. The trade is finished. Well, GG's. Tapped into this fair value gap. This fair value gap on the 1 minute was just enough juice to push through there. 15-minute closed, by the way. I think 15-minute closed above this. Yes, 15-minute closed above. 15-minute is now neutral unless there is a 15-minute fair value gap on our left now. Let me check. Not there. Let me like minimize this. Let's just MNQ so I can actually execute. An hour pair, 15-minute pair. Right now, 15-minute is neutral. Daily fair value guy coming up here. Daily's about to turn bearish in a couple of seconds. Look at this. Look at that, bro. I'm telling you, these buy side targets. It's painful to watch this. It really is. It really is. Oh my goodness. Smashing right through them. Painful to not be in the trades. Not gonna lie, guys. Bearish on the 1 hour. Bearish on the 15-minute now. Bearish on the daily now. It's just how it is. I can delete this. I can delete this. Yeah, dude, it hurts. You could have took like the first dip too when you're like trying to actually follow some type of... I don't do it. But like when you're following this, you see that how there's this first fair value gap, never tapped. This is not, or a gap really. You have this one. You could enter on whatever ones that aren't tapped yet. Just fucking enter. I'm not doing that shit though. All right. And then after this fair value gap, this is what I had on like one of my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok bullshit, is the immediate rebalance here, where you have right here a potential for a gap, and then it completely closes that potential, immediate rebalancing, and then from that we fly. Yeah. And hit the with a clear target in mind, by the way. You need this exact price action where you have fair value gaps, and then before we hit those targets that you have that are very clear, we have a balance right after that, immediate rebalance, and then, which I think we take this out then, right? Oh my, I can't. Yeah. So right now, as it stands, it's a bearish bias, even though we're pumping. I mean, that's just generally how it's going to go too, with the way that I do these bullish bear stuff. A lot of time it's gonna pump into premium arrays, which turn the bias bearish. When it will fall, no. That's NASDAQ. You get the move and you're good. It doesn't leave room for anybody to get in. And then when you think you can actually get in safe, that's when it's like, oh, time to do something like this. Just fuck everybody. It's ruthless, man. Check the 5-minute real quick on the left. Let me move a little. I don't really care about ES right now. I only use ES to compare afterwards. Where's my chart? What do we have here? 5-minute. There's no fair value gaps. There's one here. We already closed above it. Can ignore that. We're looking to the left now where I drew these lines originally. Even further. Right? So you can see right here, there's fair value gap. Right, this one. 5-minute. That's 5-minute being bearish. I put 5-minute. We know the price is here because you can see the horizontal line. Making sure I actually don't have work today. Fuck. Extend, right? Yeah, I don't. Friday. 5-minute bearish gap here, and then you have a 5-minute fair value gap right here as well. Right? Boom, boom. This will be the points that 5 minutes is bearish at. And then I guess 15 minutes. We don't need to worry about that, do we? I had noted it down right here. There's the 15-minute as well. I noted it with this white line. Then we have another 15-minute bearish gap right up here. This could be a nice area to take a potential short. Previous weekly high is over here. I'd locked it in. This high. Let me keep that shit locked, so I don't delete it on accident. That's what it seems that we're drawing to, is this previous weekly high, which is only 55 points away, 60 points away from current price ish. Oh shit. There's still room to get a sell in here, or more buys depending on what we can do with price here. Doesn't look like I'm going to get the trade though during this macro here. Then there's one more that I trade, which is the next one. And that'll be it. Want to learn macro? It's literally just certain times of the market. Right, that I have marked here. 9:45, 10:15, 10:45, 11:15. Right there. And then like, applying whatever your system is, but to that specific time point. Because that, when you look at those times, there's usually some type of shift that happens in the market. Whether it follows your model or not, there's usually something going on, right? If I were to put this macro, it's here to like look at the time. Like, does this not look like how do I make this up right here? Sure, it's a great example. Like, it's just a live example, but like, look, from the moment the macro started, oh, let me go down a little bit and let's just like activate the machine. Like what? What else? Like, what else do you want? Go to the other macro. 15. Where's 45? Look. Macro starts. Liquidity sweep. Activate the machine. Okay. It's great. Doesn't happen every time. And a lot of times the price action before the macros will set up some type of liquidity or something for the macro to then sweep, etc. And the best ones being the New York macros. Preferably, I like the first one the best. Out of all these three that we have here, it'd be the first one. But generally, you can apply this to every hour. The first and last 15 minutes of every hour. The first and last 10 minutes of every hour. Look at price on any pair and see how those first and last 10, 15 minutes of every hour, see how it reacts, what price does. Also, when key price points are taken out, like daily highs, lows, etc., look at the time that those prices are taken out. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. If you have like stats, Shiver, on whatever strategy, look at the times you took those trades, because there might be certain ones that you just took inside macro timing without like necessarily paying attention to it, and basically delete every single trade that was entered outside of that time. Every trade that was not entered in these times, delete them all and see what the stats show you. Last time I did that, I went from like, I think it was like a 55% win rate to like it said 75. 80, meaning if I never took any of the trades that I took outside, I would have 80% win rate. And profitable. I mean, I was profitable in those testing before, and it was just even more profitability after. So we're not getting a trade here, by the way. Too late. There's 2 minutes left, but there is no entries or sell side. And this is, to me, it's looking bullish. So I think, like I said, we're going to go for those weekly highs. We might struggle around this area here. And who knows, by the time we get there, depends if NASDAQ wants to keep shooting up right away. But if it doesn't, and now we kind of just like stagnate while waiting for the next macro, what could be nice is seeing something like this, right? Up till macro time, or like some type of consolidation right here. And then from here, we will reassess to see if we're bullish or bearish still. And if we're bullish, it would be nice to see something like this happening during the macro. This, and then our ride up to the top. That would be this would be crazy. And the other scenario would be something like this, the same kind of situation. Let me see here. But we do maybe like this. Here. Come down a little bit. Sweep above that again. Down and down. All right. Those are like the scenarios I'm kind of looking at in my head right now. So I'd like to see happen. The little bumps in the middle, kind of random, just consolidation. But the main key points is that we're looking at is that there's some liquidity that's going to be formed here. And then we sweep that liquidity here, going into macro, shift the structure, create that breaker block fair value gap combo, enter that one, and go to the previous weekly highs. Or we go to the previous weekly highs before the macro, like now, or at some point before. Like here, pull back somewhat, right? And then rerun the highs, right? Make liquidity sweep. And then have everything else, market structure shift, fair value gap right there. Enter the fair value gap. Sell. those are basically the scenarios that I'm looking for. I don't really have any more targets past this previous weekly high besides this 4-hour high or something. What do we have? Yeah, we have a 4-hour fair value gap, 4-hour high. Not much. On the 5-minute, we don't really have any 5-minute highs. I mean, it's the same 5-minute high that we're looking at. It's this 4-hour high here, so. Wait. What happened to the previous weekly high? Oh, it's over here. Okay, yeah, it's in front of us. Okay. Yeah. So this could be the next high after. This would be the next area of interest after the previous weekly high. Should we keep seeing higher prices? And in the meantime, just wait. Ugh. Where winds meet. I have to kill some NPCs and get what's it called? I have to get a bounty on my head and then go to jail and serve jail time. And repeat that. That way I can get a nice outfit. The nice thing about what I like by the way, find strategies, concepts, whatever the fuck you want to trade that fits your personality, or maybe that counters the flaws that your personality brings to trading, such as being like impatient, stuff like that. Like the thing that I like about this is that it has 3 set times, so it allows myself to not really have like FOMO in the fact that if I miss something in the first one, or there's no trades in the first session or macro that I have here, I could still look out for the second and third. And at the same time, if I'm not in the macro, I don't really care what's going on. Like, I could still watch and annotate as price moves, but whatever happens here, I'm not interested in it, right? Like, it's not like I'm going to take a trade off of something right now. I could see the perfect setup happen outside the macro, but in that same sense, it wouldn't be the perfect setup because it's not in the macro. It'd be just a setup. The perfect setup would be that setup in macro. Oh, like before when we were watching during the top step crash, I was like, oh yeah, this looks good, but the entry was not in, so not taking it. So it takes a lot of like, I don't know what I felt before a while ago, where it's just like you're looking at the market like, is there a move here? Do I enter here? Nothing. It takes a lot of that guesswork off. Even though you feel that it's bullish, you just not where's the entry, stuff like that. This, at least to me, is super clear, super simple once you know the terminology, and it's just like, okay, well, I just wait for that, and if it happens, I enter, and if it doesn't, I don't enter. It's so much like less stressful, stuff like that. Lord of Undo. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Is my mic falling down in front of me? Are the boys in Discord still? Yeah. Messaged me. Just do more. Why is he on a combine? What is this bad quality screenshot? What is that screenshot quality? What a nice picture that James put there. So bad. Ooh la 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 la. Amazing. I'm interested to see how it plays out. 20 minutes. 20 minutes, guys. Is this not? I'm basically a fucking ninja, bro. Hmm. Yeah, it's underground. What the hell? What is that? Water essence? Oh. It's actually kind of crazy. This game is pretty cool, man. Sky Lantern, please fly away. I would love to live in a place like that. I mean, this looks like a little bit shittier, like the specific place right here. But when you see like the sun like that, and like this is this is a broken down area. I would not want to live in a place like this. I scratched that, but like on the other side of the river, it would look definitely way better. Here, so there is a world boss over here. I don't think I've ever ran into it. Or is it? It says it's over here. Are you guys one of the bosses? There's something underground, isn't there? And I'm missing it. Is that a dude? There's like a cave here or something, or what? Yeah, there is something I am not seeing here. What is that? Return to tower base? Oh! Hold on, let me open this. It's down there for sure, though. Wow! Yeah, in here. I mean, I would think. What the fuck is happening? What the hell? I need a new keyboard, actually. I think I broke... Can I not jump down there? I feel like I die if I go down there. Let's see. In here. Okay, one of the predictions here. The purple one is taking place. Oh, I have to keep moving. I made it to the secret area. Do I jump off? Wait, do I actually jump off here? Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. That was not... I don't think I can... I don't know. I think there's like an invisible block here. I was not supposed to do that. Why do they do that? I hate that shit. Okay. Not too bad. Why the fuck do they do that, bro? In games, bro. Fell here 2 hours ago. Caught off guard. Fell here, fell here, fell here. Am I going to be added to one of these names? Wait, I have to press this. Oh no, it's on here. This is a 5-minute fair value gap right here. 5-minute but bearish. Look at that bias flip, man. Where the hell am I? I remember there was a boss fight here, I believe. Like a story mode. Oh. Boundary stone ahead? Yeah. Wait, I think I just never turned around. Oh, there's 2 doors. Okay. Easy peasy. Now I can teleport here. And do... Wow, what's the interest in teleporting here? This looks ass. This looks actually ass. What is here? A place to play. Like I can put my home here. You can't even like jump and go crazy here. It's actually horrible. Somebody put a sign here. Fake wall hit 100 times? No. You guys trolling. I don't like you. Lies. Wow, actually worth. Are you sure some of you are not the... Okay, dude. No, they had somebody hitting this wall? No way. That's actually crazy. Time for death. Is this aura? It's a trap. I was here. There's nothing here, bro. A waste of time. There's actually nothing here. Am I trolling? There's something I'm not seeing here. The game is trolling me. There's actually nothing. Yeah, no, they wouldn't make it like this. Or would they? They created a useless part in the game for real, for real? I don't believe it. Actually, nothing here. It is what it is. Yeah. Too much peace, boss incoming? Yeah. It was somewhere there. It said there's a boss in the area too, but I can't find it. What the hell? Trying to get a boss fight before the next macro here. 10 minutes. Looks like that's the only world boss too that I didn't do. Unless I'm missing one. It's not it. Yeah. This shit is hard as fuck, bro. Spell Strike Umbra path build. I like my own. They want me to beat it with a certain combination. This one. Like easy mode? I don't even know. It's Chinese game or Japanese? Chinese. It's trending too. This game is trending as fuck. Okay, then. That is great. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, yeah. Okay, dude. I was lagging, bro. The fuck? Okay. Ah, Hold on. I just need timings. Hold on. I just need timings. I can't. Okay. Bryce developing, by the way. Let me get his timings real quick. Dodge. Boom. Get fucked, kid. Get fucked. Get fucked. Okay. I don't got those timings. One more. Dodge. Nope. Dodge. 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 There we go. There's one. Oh, one more. Okay. You see next one. Dodge. Oh, get fucked. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, get fucked. One more. Oh. Okay. I think I got. He keeps going for a little bit, so I can't just dodge the first one. Check it. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Wait. No. Boom. 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 I can't dodge that one. Okay. Okay, dude. Yes, sir. I got this. Just pretend like I'm an anime main character. Hold up. Omae wa mo shinderu. Boom. Get fucked. Okay. One more. One more. One more. And he has a jump. Right. Wait. Jump. Okay. Ooh, you can't tell me that was not clean. Okay, somewhat. Get fucked. Yeah. Bosses never die once. This is easy mode, by the way. Warm up, yes. Yeah. I don't understand these things, bro. I don't understand these things. The fuck is this? This is so cringe. What is this? Oh, there he is. 2, 3. Bleed. Wait for it. Oh. Dodge. Oh, get fucked. He did not like that, actually. Boom! Wait, is he doing the same thing I'm doing? What the fuck? What did he even do there? What did he actually do there? Bro, he looked at me. Okay, then. Too bad. I was using one of those animations where I couldn't like be hit, and he was using it at the same time. So he just obviously he's the boss, so he just does more damage. And there's my HP. GG's. That was easy mode, by the way. I wasn't locked in though. I wasn't locked in. I'm not that bad at video games, bro. You can see this purple path is actually playing out. So I'm assuming we're going to be mostly bearish still, by the way. Purple path plays out, we come up, and then we kind of reverse that shit. Take the previous weekly highs. Yeah. Wow, I have an all-time high noted on ES right here. You see all-time high? It's from like, I don't know how long ago. I don't remember the last time I annotated the all-time high. That shit has been cooked. Wait. We've been to 7,000 before, right? On ES. No, we haven't. Basically, before macro, you can like prepare for like at 40. So 5 minutes before. Just because at 40 you get a new 5-minute candle closure. So you can kind of see what that closed above, or you know, stuff like that. And at 41 you can see if maybe there's a 5-minute fair value gap. Well, at 40 you can see if it's created. 41 it would like tap into it. You know what I mean? Type shit. So this purple prediction is looking pretty good right here. We'd create some type of high while we're breaking over this, go back above the high, and then shift lower, assuming we're going to be bearish there. And we're in a 5-minute fair value gap right now. That's the green marks on my chart. I can delete this one down here because we already closed above it. The 1 hour fair value. I'm going to check the 1 hour fair value gaps though. See how big they were. 1 hour bearish until this point. I believe the hour closed above now. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell anymore because I have the drawings. There we go. Ooh. I mean, technically you would keep the hour bearish until you officially close above. So 1 hour bear. Hour bear. Until we close above this line right here. One hour neutral if closed above. Just giving him my bias update. Hope I don't need to check it again and delete this thing right here. Just because this is a fair value gap right here on the hourly. And when you look to the right, we tapped into it already over here, but we never closed above it. So when we do tap back into it again, we're going to be bearish. And that's when we tapped into it today, right here. And this hourly candle is still printing. So as long as it's still printing, we consider this bearish. Right? And that's basically the thing. So if we do close above this white line, which is the top of the fair value gap, then the hourly becomes neutral until we hit this next 1 hour bearish here, or tap into an hourly fair value gap, which we will have none so far. So, and we're about to hit that previous weekly high right now. We just burst to the weekly high. I can't believe it. Man, that target was so fucking easy. From down here, we could have got that shit. I feel like I could have copped that trade, but like I said, I would have lost it for sure. My stop loss would have been too tight. That's a fact. My stop loss would have been way too tight. Everything is working out the way it's supposed to, I guess. Can I get rid of this message? It's 40 now, so let's check the 5-minute. Yeah, 5-minute created 5-minute fair value gap down here, pushed into it, became bullish. Then we came into this one, became bearish. Now we're creating another fair value gap right here, 5-minute. To potentially be bearish off of if we actually create this. Bullish off of, so let me hold on, let me think. Daily, bearish. 4 hour. Bullish. 1 hour. Bearish, as we said. Almost neutral. Keep an eye on that one. 15-minute. It's too cold. We close above this. Did we ever close above this on a 15-minute? No. About closer to price? No. No. We close above this on a 15-minute. 15-minute becomes neutral. Otherwise, we keep bearish, and then 5-minute was the last one we have to check. There, it's same. It's the same height. I'm in a bear. So basically, we're bearish. All right, 4 bearishes, 1 bullish, 1 might turn neutral. That's still bearish bias. And then we have a potential of 1 other neutral, which would be 1, 2 bearish, bullish. It looks like we're going to be bearish, regardless of the neutralities to come. So I'd be looking for that purple scenario that I drew up here. The one that we hit previous weekly high before the macro, which is what we did now. At some point around here, we start reversing. We create a swing, right? And then we potentially go above that swing once more and then do this. And that creates the breaker block, right? Because you have a high, low, higher, high, lower, low, right? And then the breaker block would be here, paired with a fair value gap. Tap into that fair value gap. Boom, sell to these targets. And 2 fix 2x 2R. That's the position we're looking for here. I don't know if we'll get it, but I know what I'm looking for. So let's see what happens in this next 35 seconds if we close above this white line or not for the 15-minute. And I think the 5-minute would create a fair value gap here too. Yeah. If we close, we're going to create this 5-minute fair value gap here. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to do this. I'm already going to draw this out. The 5-minute. That is confirmed. And we are still bearish. Because we did not close above that white. So we were actually bearish. Still. If we tap into this, we could be bullish. But then as we exit, we're in a fair value gap already. It's interesting. But we'd only be bullish on the 5-minute. On the 15, we'd have to come all the way down here to be bullish on the 15. Have to come down here. And in 15 minutes, we'll have a 1 hour potential neutral. Neutral, 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 bullish, bearish. I like this first shift right here, by the way. This first little what's it called? Fair value gap right there. Do we have it on ES? Oh, no, we do not. Hmm. 5 minute here. Tap into. Would be a nice reason for price to reverse or go higher. Could also see this disrespected instead. This could be nice for the swing high though that we're creating, right? This could be nice to do this. Tap into the 5 minute. Come up here with the hourly candle-ish. Reverse. And then do what I was talking about earlier. Breaker block. Fair value gap. Enter. Go down. Right now, this would be the order block. This is liquidity sweep, by the way, the previous weekly high. We do have the liquidity. It would be nice to see another one. Don't need it though. This previous weekly high right here is what we're looking at, guys. Right there, that line. I'll make it something like that. That's a nice liquidity level too. It's not just any high, ladies and gentlemen. That's the previous weekly high. 200 on this rally. So you don't know how you managed? Just pressed buy or what? Or what do you mean, like on this pull right here? Or no? Rally up. Press buy at almost any given moment here in the last 20, 50 minutes. See if we respect this order block or not. If we close below this, create fair value gap as we're closing below it. That's the simple unicorn here. We create a somewhat of a fair value gap here and on ES. So we do have, you know, market somewhat shifting here. Right? FVG. FVG. Right? On both assets here. Then assuming you're taking a trade somewhere on NASDAQ, you'd want a 30-point stop loss. Assuming entries would be somewhere around here, you would have to have no stop loss around here. We can disregard, I would say, this highest FVG point here and just put stop loss somewhere above this fair value gap instead. But that's assuming we actually break the structure right here and create a fair value gap as well. Right? And then obviously a 1 to 2. Like something like this. Right, that's what we're kind of looking at. Okay, just crash. Yeah, just go fucking down. Like, immensely. Yeah. I ain't touching that stuff. I'm not making that financial decision. Ooh, what's happening here? Mind you, the order block that we highlighted here on ES, it's over here. This doesn't really matter, but it's still interesting to see. It'd give you a better visual of the trade happening on one asset over the other. Right, so here we have the order block. You don't need this to happen on both. You need it to happen on one. You need the market structure shift though to happen on both. It would be nice to see us break this low on both ES and NQ right here. This low we broke it on NQ, we did not break it on ES. ES is still the stronger asset here. And we could just be respecting this order block instead and flip. would you put a trade in NAS? I mean, what you waiting for? Like sure signal? Everything right here on my screen. These 6 steps. Remember when I was talking about the ABCD? Not the ABCD pattern, but this. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm waiting for this. This is my ABCD, right? Every trader should have, you know, some type of thing that they want to see in the chart. They, you know, they're waiting to see something happen, and then another thing happen based off the first thing. So like the sweep of liquidity for me is this previous weekly high that we have taken out here. And now we're displacing lower, right? Creating fair value gaps in the opposite direction. We're pushing away from that area. And now I want to see, can we actually have a market structure shift, number 2, right? I want to see if we can get this market structure shift on both assets. Do we actually complete this shift? Which ES is failing to do so here, which could suggest that we're actually going to go for another run higher instead, which is why I wouldn't want to take this trade yet. The order block over here has actually been closed under, just barely, but on ES it doesn't at all, which that's still fine. But the fact that we didn't really create an actual market structure shift, we didn't shift below like this low here, and we're actually currently creating a swing low right now. Yeah, there's nothing to take here. However, once we put in this swing low, we can use this low as the current market structure. And should we break below this low with a nice fair value gap, then we could use this as the shifting point. Right. So now, yeah, now I'm looking and referring to this low right here as the market structure shift. Should we get here? And I need fair value gap. So I'm waiting for multiple signs to take the trade, multiple like steps of validation to give me the highest probability and chances of winning the trade possible. Just patient. And if there is no trades till this moment here, I will be done. There will be no more trades. There will be no trades taken today. And I'll see what tomorrow has to offer. This is the last macro right now. The slow route is the fast route. Taking your time, taking 0 trades, 1 trade, 2 trades. But high probability, ignoring the rest, keeping a minimum time in the market. Getting your money and leaving. Then you scale up from there. It was quite longer. Yeah, this session was definitely longer because we're waiting through all of them. We didn't have the first set. We didn't have any setups in the first one, second, or third. And the one potential setup we did have, Top Step is fucking up. So, yeah. This, by the way, will be the longest a session does go through. Because after this point right here, this yellow line, at least for me, right? There's nothing else I'm going to trade. That's just it. Just good setup, that's all. It's true, man. Throughout my trading years, now is the time that I've been the most profitable and I've made the most consistent profits. However, I've taken the least amount of trades I've ever taken in my whole trading career of 4 years. I've taken way less. Normally I would have already taken 2, 3, 4, 6 trades, 10 trades today. Normally, the old me. And maybe I would have made money. Who knows? But by the end of this week, my accounts would either be gone. I might get a payout. I might. Not guaranteed. Here it's the probability of me getting a payout versus blowing this account, payout is in favor. And the reason being is because the way that I have the risk to reward and everything set up based off the model, based off how many trades I take, etc. It's really hard for me to blow an account. If I follow the rules, of course. If I don't follow the rules, I could blow the account. I'll blow the account today. That's for sure. You full-time trader? How many accounts did you blow before you? I'm not full-time trader. No, not yet. I still have a job ordinary job working at McDonald's. And I blew too many accounts. Too many. I can't remember, bro. I can't count them. Cannot. Next year, I'm going to quit my job and travel. And, you know, hopefully the time does its thing and I'll be able to go full-time trader from then. If not, I'll try again whenever I get another job and money. But for now, it's looking pretty good. I could potentially be a full-time trader from next year. If I follow this right here, I'm positive. It's super sick. It's just like, it's like time. I don't know if there's going to be set up today. I don't know if there's going to be set up tomorrow. You know what I mean? And shit, today I might not take a trade. Tomorrow there might be a trade that I take and it's a loss. So it's like, you know, pushes me back. But in time, this stuff will play out as it has in the past. And that will be more than enough money than I could ask for. You need big money to become a full-time? Not anymore. Not anymore. That question there's always different answers to that question. 2 to 3K, 5K, you can sort it for sure. I mean, so generally you want to see kind of what profitability you currently have with like whatever model or strategy you're using, which is why it's important to not switch up so much, because then unless you have the statistics, but like this strategy, for example, I know somebody that uses it. Out of 12 months in the year, they'll have maybe 1 month that was like actually they finished negative by like a minus 3 or 4 R. So that's 1 month out of the year. Every other year they finished on top, positive. Every other month. So you would have to survive that 1 month where you're down. You'd have to be able to survive that, right? Based off this strategy. But we still never know. There could be 2 months out of the year. So you still need to have enough money on the side to survive the potential drought, the potential lack of income for however long that may be, based off the probability of that happening. The probability of me having a bad month with this strategy is 1 out of 12. Not us. That's almost 10%. It's pretty low, but it's something that's I shouldn't be surprised if it happens. Right? Less than 10%. Yeah, it's definitely low. But it could still happen. So I should be prepared for that. And if I am prepared for that, then you know what I mean? So it's hard to determine the exact amount that you would need, but that's what you would need. So depending on your living expenses, if you're living somewhere where it would cost you 3K a month to live, then you would need that 3K plus for the second month as well before you get your actual money and payouts. But if you're living in a cheap country like Thailand or something, bro, I could already live in Thailand with what I make in trading. It's not a lot, like 1.4K or 1.2K like ish a month. I could already be in Thailand, just chilling. But it would be tight. It'd still be tight because kind of probably stressful too. So I'd like to make like double, triple of whatever the expense. Are you ready for the Lady Boys G? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. I want to go to Japan though. Again, I've been to Japan. Oh, and that's where I'm going. I'm gonna book a trip soon, and I want to stay there for like a year and stuff like that. So my plan is I go to Japan, I quit my job, and if trading is working for me by then, well, there you go. I'm full-time trader. I'm traveling. I'm living in Japan. If trading is not working for me by then, I'll use whatever money I have over there to survive, and then I'll end up getting some type of job, maybe English teacher or some bullshit like that, because I don't want to come back to Switzerland. Switzerland is great, by the way. Switzerland, it's great, but I don't want to come back. I want to fucking live. I want to go. I want to move. I want to do shit. So regardless of what happens, I'm never giving up on trading. I'm never stopping. That's 100% guaranteed. So, did you clap? Yeah. 3. I went there last year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love Japan. Let me just tell you that, bro. I love Japan. Asian baddies, bro. That's my kryptonite, bro. And I could be unprofitable for the next 10 years. But if I have an Asian baddie by my side, then I made it, bro. I made it. If I don't have an Asian baddie by my side and I'm on profit, that's the worst. I'll find her somewhere. I'll show her my funded account. Shit. Yeah, do you think she would be like interested in fair value gaps? Like if I'm at the bar and I'm just talking about like this order block. Hey, you see how this order block wasn't respected? That's why I can't take you out on a nice date. Fucking Top Step X platform fucked me, so we're not going to Disneyland. Japanese girls love Disney World or Disneyland. They have it like in Tokyo and in Osaka or something. They really love it. I don't know. Asian fair value. Yes, sir. Fill the imbalance. Equilibrium, bro. I'm excited, bro. Next year again. It would have been 2 years since I left. And almost every day, bro, I'm thinking of just like going back. I really have like, bro, I miss Japan so much. This collapses, doesn't it? This collapses. Okay, we respect this fair value gap here. Come down, break this with force. Right here. Crawl up, respect this gap here. Break this with force, come back. Boom, we have the breaker. I could see that. Come on, take me to Japan. I want a full port. Running 2 accounts too. I could make the money right now, guys. I could quit my job tomorrow. You just full port. We could easily, what? 2 contracts and queue? 60 points. 60 points times $20. 1.2 times 2 contracts times 2 accounts. We could make a quick 4.8 bands. All their problems will go away. All of our problems could go away. If I just press... If I just market sell 2 right now, and I walk away from the screen, we could be in Japan tomorrow. Let's never do that shit again, bro. Let's never do that shit again. Holy shit, bro. Imagine, bro. Nah. Nah, that's crazy. Get that shit off my screen, bro. Oh, they see my drawing, do they? I mean, it's totally not what I just drew here, right? Wait, I have to be ready, actually. Hold on. What am I doing? It's really playing out. Hold on. Come up here. Breaker, order block. Breaker, order block. Hold on. This down close candle gets engulfed right here. So that would be the order block. And then sprint this out. If we close below this, we make a breaker. We want to see a fair value gap though when we close below this. Jeez, man. I'm like just sitting here trolling. Could use this as well. Breaker. I am entered though? Oh no. I mean, that's called front running, like before you actually get the confirmation. Assuming you're running on mine, right? You do it early. Could be legit. I'm waiting for more. I would like to see the actual shift down here on both assets. Otherwise, this could be a nice entry right here. with a pretty tight stop loss, like a 16-point stop. $2x profit right there. That could be something. If that counts here. We came down, we swept this, that market structure, the shift here. There's a fair value gap on both. 16-point stop. That's about a 5 MNQs right there. It's actually, it looks pretty good, to be honest. I'm in. What did I just do? Let's see. Let me set this shit up. Hold on. Can I get rid of this? So we have MNQ right here. 300. It still didn't put my fucking stop, actually. Assuming that's the market structure shift, and I didn't fucking push that too hard, it would be good. 1 to 2 right here. I need to sell one more, basically. Because right now we're under risk. $276. Can I sell one more? 333. A little bit over. 20 more or less. It's all right. We can take that. See if that plays out. Basically, when you're in the trade, let me get rid of executions. When you're in the trade, you can take the Fibonacci tool to from your exit to your entry, right? And then look at the 50%, right? So 50%. Where's my lines? There you go. Here's the 50%. If we close below a low that is beneath the 50%, such as this one right here, we close below this, we can then go to break even. And mind you, if we break below, I would say this one should be legit. We should be able to actually move our stops to this little high right here. Right? So our stops get moved to here. Right there. I'm going to give it a little bit of wiggle room, just a little bit. And if price is moving algorithmically, we should not return above that high. Basically. If price is moving algorithmically. Other than that, we will wait for a closure below this low, even though that would be basically the entire trade, but we'd wait for a closure below this low to then move our stop loss to break even. Let me just see the actual 2x point from here. We had our stop here. Our entry is actually here overall. So we would take 2x. No, I don't think I move anything. I mean, I know the 600. Where is this? Yeah, it's right down here. Right there. We'll see if that plays out. The only doubt that I have on this right here is that this might not be the actual shift we were looking for, and maybe it's more of this one down here. Basically where our take profit is. Right? It's kind of the only doubt I have on this. Other than that, you do have the breaker block here. Potential shift right here. Fair value gap over here. Tap into the fair value gap, come down. And it looks like this trade right here might have played out. This 2x right here. If you would have really got this tight entry with the stop loss above here, you probably could have got out with the 2x. Execute that cleanly. Let's see if we actually can run this down. should we reverse from here and break below this low, we don't need to close below it. But if we do tap below this low, we can move our stop loss to above this high, which is not break even, but it's still above, right? So let me switch back to ES real quick on this one. Because we do want to watch right here, right? Whichever one touches this first. So either we get stopped out here, or we touch this line right here on ES or NQ and we trail our stops. Next, get rid of these things here. Put this and draw this out. This is trail stops. That's what the TS is for, right? And we'll trail our stop to this high. This gets hit, we move our stop here. Understandable? That's what I would do with this trade here. SL shifted at BE. Entry was above. Yeah, if your entry is above, then yeah. We'll see what happens. I'm already not full risked on, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, nothing much to do. Also, when you're in the trade, it doesn't matter about, like, you know, that bullish, bearish bullshit that we were doing earlier, at least that I was doing. I pay no mind to that once I'm actually in the trade. I'm aware there was like a 5-minute bullish fair value gap, but overall we were still bearish. So that's legit. And once you punch that trade in, everything of that just out the window. I might just focus on managing this trade, seeing it through. I'm watching ES and NQ to see which one taps that first. Should we actually hit it? This right here. The swing low that was created. Wait, I'm just going to move this, by the way, the stop loss to C. We went from a full risk from, I don't know what the original one, I think it was a little bit higher than this, 21 points. It said, hold on, let me just, it was 333 that we had it at. So this was the original risk, 24 points, right? And now we moved it to, shit, back down just in case the crazy price movement comes down. 24 points to 12 points with some breathing room. So we have half the risk normally. It's just that I had a little bit over 300. That's pretty nice. Having the being able to half the risk pretty early on in the trade is great. And then once it breaks below that TS, once again, if it does on ES or NQ or an NQ, we would look to move right here. If we tap this, equal lows as well, I'll tap it. I will move my stop loss. Paying attention to both assets. Right there, boom. Simple, take your stop loss. Pull that down a little bit. Right? And now we have moved our stop loss to... I could suffocate it some more. Like there. I don't want to do it too tight, like on it. I could move it on it, right? 28, but give it a little bit of room. 35. Right now I'm risking $35. If you look at it that way, that's a huge RR. that's an insane RR, right? But which, in a sense, that's what the trade becomes. It becomes in a super high risk to reward trade, or a super low risk to reward trade. High RR, not a high risk, low risk. I've always said high RR, but never really thought about when you say it like that. It doesn't make sense. The next low I'm kind of looking at here, by the way, is just this one. Minor sell side right here. Just this one right here. This is also the low that I would like to see us close beneath. By the way, we actually made this low right here. We're at the trail stops. If we close below the trail stops right here, not because it's the trailing point, but the fact that we made a 1 minute low here, we created this low, and this low is below the 50% of our trade. If we close beneath this, then we can move our stop loss to break even. But before that, we don't touch our stop loss. 50-minute candle, by the way, that's been created here. I'm assuming this is like a 50-minute candle high. We're tapping into a fair value gap on ES as well here, potentially to push lower. This right here. But I don't think this gap is on NQ because we're trading MNQ. So sometimes NQ, you'll have the gap. We do not have it on NQ here. We do not. We'll see. Getting close here. Full profit, no partials. Just following everything here. There's nothing to do but sit on the hands. Let the market do its thing. Let the probability do its thing. The macro is officially over too. You can still hold trades after the macro. But like in terms of all entries, stuff like that, that is long gone. $370. Let me just look real quick. I don't want to be that guy, but I think I'm going to be that guy real quick. 5 divided by 370. That's 1.3 per. Oh. 370 divided by 5. 0.74 per contract times 7. My fees will be 518 in fees. Would somebody be mad at me if I did this to cover the fees? Is that cheating or is that cringe? Or... I don't know. I mean, technically my risk in the beginning was 3333. So I should be making double, which is 6. I'm not even going to say that number. But that makes sense. There's minor sell side here. I want to be very careful of what happens here. When we hit this target here, I would love, like, it's not guaranteed that NASDAQ hits this. Mind you, NASDAQ has been lagging behind ES. ES is well above. So ES could just keep going lower. And for NASDAQ, we're already sitting at a lower price. So we don't necessarily need to hit this and we could still flip. So I kind of want to monitor what happens when we hit this as well. We still did not close beneath any of these lows here. Risk is still on. Very low risk, but we have risk still on the table. Wait, am I on ES? Yeah, I'm on ES here. ES went below this low. I wonder if this is valid to trail our stops then to this high. I kind of want to keep it 2 swings behind. That makes sense. We have this swing right here, like up, down, right? So 2 swings would be 1, 2, where our current stop loss is. kind of want to keep it 2 swings behind. I'll actually do this. I don't know how solid this is. Is it a stop buy? I can't tell. Hold on. Is it really a buy stop? Yeah, it is. I'll leave one stop buy there, as if that was my stop loss. As if I trailed it. And see what happens here. And I think that would actually make it break even trade, by the way. Without moving the stop loss to break even. It would take one off, and at that price point, it wouldn't be $35. It would not. Like 12. Something like that. Yes, on the left, by the way. I can get rid of this here. Is that an SMT? Right here? Yeah. ES took these highs, NQ didn't. But ES also took the lows, and wait, yeah, NQ did as well here. NQ did. Bearish SMT. Kind of just floating here now. The time in between macros is so I prefer my 2-minute and 27-second trade. And that stop market buy. That's cooked. That's $7. I feel like I could have got this trade, by the way, earlier. With the initial, if you look on NQ here. This right here. Right? Stop loss here. Stop loss right here. Even the stop loss at this high with this entry on a 1 to 2, does that hit or no? Oh, we're stopped out. The 1 to 2 does not. Oh my god, it does not hit. Look at that. Right here. It does not hit. Wait, I can't move that shit. That's so insane. And this is also why earlier today I said I probably would have lost that trade and I wouldn't have put my stop loss up here, because when I do take these trades, I don't give that stop loss. I always put it like, you know, I see the high is just the safest, but I'm always going to do it like this or something just above that breaker fair value gap. I do something more aggressive, which makes it so I can get out the trade, you know, pretty fast, like this one. That one would have played out. Feel like I could have. 13-point stop was kind of scaring me though, because I like bigger stops, like 30 points, but at this point, like 30 points is way up here. That's it's too safe. Yeah, who knows, this could still play out now, could still go in favor. Regardless, is my stuff is done here. They done 500 to 3R. That's nice. That's nice. I'm assuming you had one of those stops then. I mean, you pre-entered, if I'm not mistaken, as we were like going on this candle right here. And then my entry was as we was coming back up into that fair value gap here. And then, yeah. Tighter stop loss would have won this for sure for me. But it's fine. 1.5. We are today close. That's sick, dude. Just on one trade here or a multiple? Multiple then, right? I love to see these trades play out though. I love to see The potential was there. Maybe I could have been more precise or something. I don't know. Regardless, potential was there. I feel like I managed it pretty well with whatever I did end up having as my entry and everything. I believe I managed it pretty well. So that's legit. I don't like to see all these executions here. I scaled into that one to match to make sure the risk was correct. But that's fine. $20 at the end of the day. That is not bad. From a $333 risk to $22 risk. That is not bad. Potentially get 600. And 2 trades, yeah. Fucking sick. Well, that's the day. That is the day. We'll take that. 4 trades. That was not 4 trades. That was 1. These numbers on Spotify are so fucking... Ugh. Telling you, man. Yeah, we fucking just flip from here as well. Just full dump. You know how bad I want to just like go back in? I'm telling you. I'll knock myself out. Just want to go in with like two NQs right here. Keep the stop loss right above this high. Just like so fucking short and just go. Yeah. I don't think I moved my stop loss prematurely neither. I'm pretty sure that's where I would should have placed it. I'm pretty sure. Right, we had potentially this high right here. I placed it where? Above this high. I think that's legit. We pushed down here. Then we pushed above that one, moved it up there. Yeah, I think that's legit. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. Always come back for revenge trade. It finishes bad. I'm saying, bro, finishes bad. Just drop it. Just drop it. I was able to put, you know, $22 at risk for a huge amount of reward at the end of the day during that trade. Didn't play out, did not go. Let's just end it there. And this is way better. This is the best case, not the best case. You could have always better case scenarios in terms of like a loss, but like, yeah, this is over 10 times less than what I than what I should have lost. That's great. That's a W in itself. But the main W is following the rules, which at the end of my trading session, you don't really see it on stream, but I don't do it right away. Like after, like now, I'll go fucking get a drink, get something to eat, etc., and then maybe chill out. And at the end of my day, usually I'll come back, right? Like after my mind is like kind of got away from the market, I'll come back, and then I'm like, okay, so what trade did I take again today? I took this trade. Okay, what was this trade here? We took the previous weekly high. We came down, did this. Okay, there was the breaker block. Was this a valid market structure shift? Was this a valid fair value gap? Did I have it on ES? Did I have it on EQ? And I'll go over that again. And then I'll validate my day as a W or a loss based off of, did I actually execute my ABC, right? Did I execute this right here, right? Did I do this correctly or did I fail? That's the main thing. Not did I win or lose money? Did I break even? Doesn't matter. This is what matters because this is the thing that I've already seen be profitable, right? So if I'm following this and I know that, okay, that's this what was going to happen today. Yeah, double check a little bit after. That way your mind is kind of reset too and you're coming back. You know what I mean? And if you did, everything's right, then that's a W day. Execution here, I think it was W. Like I said, though, it could have been better. I potentially could have got that win. Like if you look at it here, if I put that stop loss here and just had a somewhat of a tighter stop loss, the 1 to 2 definitely hits. Even with the stop loss above right around here, it definitely hits. I hesitated on pulling the trigger a little bit there, so I would take points off for my execution, and that could have cost me this trade here. I don't know. It depends on where you would place your stop loss. I know a lot of people would place it right above this high right here. And if you did, you do not get your 1 to 2. You do not. By a little bit. Unless you had a better entry. you had a better entry, you definitely get the 1 to 2 as well. So, what was my best entry, by the way? This one. No. 41. Oh my gosh. Guys. My entry was down here. No wonder. I got gapped, bro. Yeah, I got gapped. I feel like that's really bad. If that's my entry and this is my stop, yeah, that's really bad. If this was my entry, I should have actually, maybe in the future, I don't want to just go crazy off of this, but if I see that I have a bad entry and the original entry was supposed to be like this, for example, and I see that the 1 to 2 is here, right? So if we mark this line out as our 1 to 2 point, like this is the OG, you follow the strat, you hit the you know what I mean? Like you have the stop loss here, you hit the proper entry. That's your 1 to 2 point. And then assume that you actually got in the trade down here. That's no longer a 1 to 2. But that is no longer the best entry you could have got. So you're basing your exit off of the actual proper entry. And in that case, I could have closed the trade out with some profit. Question mark. I don't have data to actually back that up as something that should be done or not. So I don't want to just go into that. And I won't do that. But it's something that I will keep in mind. And eventually maybe look at that. To like then improve the thing further. But I'm not going to do that tomorrow or anytime soon. I need a lot of data to back that up. But yeah, so anyways, my shit's done. Nothing else to do. You saw my day. That was the longest my days usually will last in trading. A lot of times I'll do more things in between the hours, like the 30 minutes that I don't trade, I'll be playing more games, stuff like that. So, or talking in Discord with like people and do more chat here, stuff like that. Taking a bath right now, Jesus. But yeah, that's it. That's how chill trading can be. And you go live your life. Go live your life. And if you're making, once you're there already, you have plenty of accounts. You got 10 bands, 20 bands, 30 bands, and just in a single trade. Oh, whether it's a win, loss, or break-even day, doesn't matter. The overall months are always net profit, and it's like, bro, you just come here to do what you have to do. It's amazing. It's so fucking W. So that's it. I'm gonna end it there. Feel free, man. I'll be literally streaming every New York session that I trade every day, basically. So I'll be trading. Tomorrow though might have special hours. I think it's Thanksgiving. So I don't know actually if I'll be trading tomorrow. I trade every day, but it's a bank holiday tomorrow. So I think that's already just a no. I'm pretty sure. Almost positive. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Friday for those who want to join. I'm going to edit yesterday's trade because there was a W. I'm going to edit yesterday's trade and put on Instagram or TikTok later. Not working or tomorrow. It's holiday, bank holiday. There's going to be less liquidity in the market. So you could see a lot of more sharper moves. Like the market could just be like moving slow, and so there's going to be less orders right on the books. So you could easily see something like this real quick, right, and just like blow past your stop loss, even though it's like basically a dead market, right? It's a low probability conditions. Like why would I want to set myself up? You know what I mean? You could see the perfect setup during those things, but yeah, bank holidays typically are to be avoided. A lot of prop firms, brokers itself have different trading hours where they'll, like, if you're supposed to stop trading at, let's say 5 p.m., since it's a holiday, they might stop it at 4 p.m. And if you're in a trade at 4 and you think it was going to close an hour later, then you're like cooked, and maybe who knows, maybe you violated a rule where they're like, you should have closed your trade before this, and now you violated a rule. Now you're your account's gone. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that some prop firms have those rules, some brokers have those rules, stuff like that. Like, so be careful tomorrow. Be careful. For me, it ain't worth it. For me, go fucking eat. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, it's a day to eat and be with family. So that's what you do tomorrow. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play games. I'm gonna eat. Yeah. But yeah, feel free. Any questions, hit me up. Discord, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. You already know what the fuck going on. I got all that. I'll see you guys. And look for the Instagram post later tonight. I'll post one from Monday's trade. Dugu's out. W day. W day. W. Shit.